Welcome to The Real Yashirika, my real side of all things real estate and home vibes. I'm Yashirika, and in today's video, you guys, I finally took the leap of faith and I launched my real estate referral service this month in August. So I am so excited about it, and it's still some things that I'm trying to get together. Well, really, I have everything together. It's more about, as far as my website and everything goes, those stuff are pretty good. But as far as content and, doing my channel here, it's just so much that I got to catch up on before I feel like I'm fully ready to, really promote. If people come to me now, that's fine. But like, I know there's some things that I'm kind of holding off on, and in order to not be bombarded with too many clients right now, because I really want to make sure that all of my content and everything is scheduled out and ahead. So that's what I'm working on behind the scenes. So there will be some videos where I kind of show, those type of things. But right now, today, I have some posts going out right now that's already scheduled. So everything that's supposed to be posted today, I'm pretty much got that under control. But for this video, I do want to show you guys my process and the way that my referral service works. So I created this little 10-step process that I'm going to go over with you guys. So we're going to go over 1 through 10 starting now. So the first step is going to be contacting. So the clients will be contacting me. I'm not, all I'm pretty much going to be doing is putting out the content just to let people know that, hey, I'm here for this. This is what I do. These are the type of clients I can help. I will be putting that information out, but I'm not going to be bombarding people, really jumping in their DMs and stuff like that. But they can always come to me. They can always, message me, put in a comment, a DM, something like that, or contact me through one of my direct links, like my phone number, my website, my email, those type of things. So right here, I am showing my link tree. I have a link tree. This is probably going to be the first thing that they see on my social media platforms. I will have a link to my link tree because everything is on there. So right here, up here I have all of my links. So it has all of my social media accounts. I'm gonna have to switch that because it has like my phone number over here, and really I should have like my phone and email to start it off, and then all my social media links. So I will switch that out. But yeah, so it has all of the different accounts that I have. I have 9 different platforms. So we have YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram Threads, TikTok, X, which is Twitter, Snapchat, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. So yeah, I have all of that. And then it has email here and phone symbol here for a phone call or text. And then the next thing you'll see is my website. This is the link. This is one of the pictures that's featured on my website. But yeah, so that's the biggest thing on here. Visit my website. And then I have some free resources for them. So it has articles, videos, and podcasts. That's one of the pages. I have a resource page on my website, so that's part of my website as well. But it has links to other articles, videos, podcasts, and stuff, which we will see later on. And then I have some like free, the resources are free. And I also have free PDF guides. So they're like little ebooks that I've put together from other sources. Same as the other resources, they're from other sources, like realtor.com or the National Association of Realtors, stuff like that, that trustworthy sites and stuff like that. So yeah, but I put together some things as far as the guides, like little ebooks for buyers, sellers, renters, and agents. And then I have some business office tools in case agents want to know what type of like stuff that I have. Like this chair that I have it's really a crisscross chair. So the armrests come down. So if they were ever interested in this chair I have that linked, as well as my face tracking tripod, because that helps me create my content. So yeah, so all of that is on my link tree, but all of these are really ways for clients to contact me. Also, I'm going to go into my website. So this is how my website looks. It's for clients and agents, but yeah, it pretty much talks about me being here to do real estate referrals. And I just kind of call myself a little real estate matchmaker. But yeah, this is my website. That's what that's looking like. But down here it has a connect with me area, and it has everything pretty much that the link tree link has, but it also has an area for you to come in and put a direct message through my website as well. So that's part of contacting me. But yeah, so all of that are different ways to contact. So you just fill this out and put in submit. So that's step number one. Step number two is the consultation. This is a light, quick time to really tell me, what you're looking to do, what you're looking for. Are you looking to buy, sell, or rent, the timeline, all those type of things. So what they would do, I'm going to go to client because this is what I'm basing my 10-step process of. The agent's version is a little bit different, but yeah, so I'm just basing it off of clients right now. So they could come here, or I may send them here. Again, this is the 10-step process right here. This shows how it works step by step, and all of these are the little 10 steps. But yeah, so I will, if they reach out to me on social media, or a text or an email, I will probably send them the link if they want me to send them the link, or I can do it for them through the phone if they want me to fill out the form for them. But there is a let's get started form. It's a quick questionnaire. This is the client's version. Like I said, agents have a different version of everything. So, but yeah, so they would come here and click on this questionnaire, and it will take them, did they click? No. Okay, so it will take them to this little form, and they'll just do five questions, including, all right, get out of the way, including their contact. Well, no, that doesn't include their contact information. So it starts up here to put in their email, and I'll tell you why I'll need that email as well. But yeah, so you start with putting in their email, and then it's going to ask, what home journey are you interested in, buying, selling, renting, or more than one at a time, your ideal time frame, what location you are looking to buy, sell, or rent. I'll have them type that in, their biggest priorities. So I have like, getting the best price if it's selling, moving quickly if they're, trying to buy, those, some other options, those type of things. How they found out about me, that's helpful to me, so I can know, which platforms are working better. And then they will provide their information. They'll put in their name, phone number, those type of things. And then they'll submit it. That is started off. But again, if they want me to fill it out, I'll fill it out, and I'll just have them tell me, over the phone, and, I'll have that for reference. But yeah, so that is the client questionnaire that they will do. That's part of the consultation. That just starts me off in the process and helps me know, okay, what type of transaction am I about to be working on? So that's a good start. That is step number 2. Step number 3 is preparing. So that's why I needed that email, so that I can send them the next steps while I'm getting adjusted and getting prepared for what they're asking for and what they're looking for. That'll help me know, all right, what area do I need to focus on finding this agent to help them with, right? So while I'm preparing for that, I will be sending them some resources. So matter of fact, let me go down here. I'm going to go to resources. So I'm going to send them some different links based on which journey they told me they're going to be working on, right? So this is my resource page. It says, welcome to the resource station. And as I said, this is the page that have the articles, the podcast, the video links, all of those. So there is a section for buyers. There's a section for sellers. There's a section for renters, and there's a section for agents as well. So yeah, if they told me, they're looking to buy, then I will, point them out and send the individual links for all of the stuff related to buyers. If they're going to be selling, I'll send them this whole web page as a whole, but I'll also send the individual links for the articles, the videos, and the podcast. Same thing for renters. So that's how that will work. This whole time and points all about preparing. So while I'm preparing, I got something for them to prepare for as well. So for example, I have everything where exactly I have the information before they click on it. They can see what's it about and who's it from, who's it by. So for this one, I have handouts for sellers. So these are the free articles for the sellers, and it is by NAR. So this is from the National Association of Realtors. So that's a trustworthy site. The videos here are by realtor.com, so they have their own little YouTube channel, and so there's some helpful videos. I found usually when I do the videos, it's linked to a playlist, so they can watch different videos. Again, so this one's for the seller, and then the podcast is also from NAR. And And theirs is called, I believe, Real Estate Today is what I have on there. So that's the podcast that they can go and listen to some seller tips and, you know, same thing. So some of them have different places. The buyer ones, all of the buyer ones are from NAR. Let's see, the renters one, we have realtor.com, we have Apartment Guide, and some other place. Dwellzy is a good one as well for, and that one is for tenants and renting and all that stuff. But yeah, so that's that. This is all the resources I will send them. Actually, there's one more. So as I mentioned, the ebooks, that is on this page as well. Scroll down. These are the downloadable resources. You can download it, but if you click on it, it's not going to automatically download. It's just going to take you to like it's going to open another page because the files are so big. The buyer's one has 61 pages. Seller's one has 56 pages. Renters have 22 because it's not a whole lot of things renters have to do, you know, compared to buyers and sellers. And the agents actually have 66, so that's the biggest one. So yeah, it's not going to automatically download because the files are so big, but you can download it. So you can click on whichever, you know, journey they're on. That's the one that I will be sending to them individually. But yeah, so those guides are full and packed with things. Let me see if I can give you guys a quick glimpse. Let me see. So this is the renters one, but you know, it's just, yeah, I have a table of contents in all of those because it's just so many pages and stuff. But yeah, I ain't gonna have time to go through all of them, but you can always come to my website at therealyasherica.com and view them for yourself. All right, so yeah, that's number 3. That's preparing. I will email them all the stuff for their specific journey, pretty much. Step number 4 is evaluation, and that is the full questionnaire. So as y'all saw, I have the starter questionnaire and it just has like 5 little questions, but the real work comes in for the evaluation when it's time to do the real questionnaires. Buyers, sellers, and agents, theirs will have 50 questions. Okay, renters one only have 10. There's not too much that I would need to know or the agent would need to know up front. I'm sure there's more questions that the leasing agent, you know, or the people who are working with the renters that they would want to know. But most of that stuff is really, it comes down to the specific place that they're going to be renting from, that specific landlord or property manager, you know, whoever's going to be handling that. They're going to have the more specific questions. But for the agents that's working with them, it's not too much that we need to know up front. So yeah, the renters one only will have 10. But yeah, so these are my questionnaires. I have them here on Google Docs, and I will be filling them out. This one here I will fill out manually, so me and the client will either be on the phone or a video chat, so that we can do all of this. But this helps me know specifically what they're looking for, and this will help me find the right agent for that. Because anybody, you know, could want to buy, but let's say they want to buy in a new construction area, or you know, an area that has HOA, you know, I would want someone, and I'm sure they would want someone who has experience with that. And so yeah, that's very helpful. Those are the type of questions that I would be asking in this one. Like it's going to be very specific. So yeah, I'll show you, these are how they look, but I'm going to pull them up over here really quick. So let's see. So yeah, this is the renters one here. Like I said, it only has 10 questions, but I always like to put these like a little title page or a nice little picture, so it's not just a bunch of words and whatnot. So yeah, this one says now leasing available units. This is an AI photo. I generated this from AI, but yeah, I call it the rental readiness report. And yeah, it only has little 10 questions just to get them ready to well, get the agent that I am going to be sending them off to, get them ready for the client. So that's really what this is for me to know more specifically, and for that agent to know more specifically. Let's see, let's go to the buyer's one. So yeah, so this is the buyer's one. So it has sold. So by the time that buyer buys that house, it's going to be sold. So that's the picture again. This is AI generated. But yeah, so they have 50 questions, but they're divided by section. So it's 10 different sections, and each section has 5 questions. So we may not get all of them done on, you know, the first call, the first day. So we can just finish some of the sections and come back to the rest. But yeah, so that's the buyer's one. The seller's one, I'll just show the picture for now. But yeah, it has all the questions. And this one is another house. This one says for sale. This is for sellers. And then the agent one, This is more for like collabs, so I can get to know the agent. But yeah, it's like a more office setting, like this high-rise office. But so those are those. But yeah, these are the evaluations. This is where we get down to the nitty-gritty, be more specific, so everybody's aware of what's to come, pretty much. Researching is number 5. Researching is number 5. And so what that is based off of is, once I finish all these questions, right? Once I go through all of these questions with the client, it will be time for me to find that agent. And so one of the helpful things that I plan on using is like Facebook groups. So this is one that I am a part of, this realtor referral network. And so people come on here all the time, and they're either saying that, you know, hey, open to receiving referrals, or is someone that's looking to refer someone out. So they come on here and they're like, hey, you know, I need an agent in this area for this type of client, you know, and you know, pretty much like that. So this is where I'm going to be using. I've been a part of this group for a few months now, and so I've just been watching how other people do it, so I'm pretty familiar with, you know, how it works. So I'm good with that, glad about that. But yeah, this is what's going to start me off in terms of my researching right here. So I'm going to start by going in, and so once people start asking for certain agents in certain areas, what'll happen is people will start commenting, and they'll either comment that they can help themselves, or other agents will comment and they will recommend good agents that they know for that type of deal in that type of area, you know. So yeah, it's very helpful. It's a good start for me to go in and find agents. Now, I'm not just going to go in there and like, oh, you know, swipe, boom, click this one, this is the person. No, but it is a good start. It's a good helper. But it is another part of it that I do in this. But yeah, this will start me off by figuring out, all right, which agent should I do a little bit more research on, because there is more researching than just finding the agent on the Facebook group. So that brings me to number 6, which is recommendations. So once I find the agent, or I look through, I'm gonna go in, look through the agents that's in the comments of my post, and then I'm gonna start going through recommendations. And the way that I do that is based on my service. So in fact, let me go back to the clients page so you guys can see what I'm talking about, because I offer these different services, right? So there's a market service, research service, and analysis service. Okay, so these are the client services right here. Okay, so we have market, research, analysis. That is another career field that I was looking into, and so I ended up combining it with my real estate. So yeah, so I'm gonna go through what I do, right? So once I find some agents from the Facebook group, what I do is I start looking into these 3 things. So market. So I'm gonna, you know, go on these agents, their Facebook page, their websites, you know, see, you know, what their accounts looking like on like realtor.com or homes.com and all of those, and try to get some additional information. So I'm going to start with their performance in the market. So I'm going to see, you know, what type of videos are they posting, or pictures and posts that they are posting. Are they talking about, does it seem like they know their area? So they're like local expertise, those type of things. And then like community involvement, or they, you know, are they out in the city a lot? Do they look like they know, you know, their area? So social media presence is going to be a big deal. It's not everything, but it does help me see, all right, what type of agent am I looking to put this client with? So that's market. Research is when I go into more detailed things on that agent. So do they have any unique selling points? So are they good with like new construction, or are they good with first-time home buyers? What type of clientele do they usually work with? As well as their experience and credentials. So, you know, maybe how many years they've been an agent, their background and stuff like that. You know, maybe they've lived in that city or that area all their life and they really know it, you know, stuff like that. And then the analysis part is more on the numbers. So their market presence, maybe how many homes they have sold, or how many buyers they've worked with. Transaction history, what is like the price range of the type of houses that they all work with, or clients? So do they work with more clients? in, let's say, 300,000 to 500,000, or are they up, in more luxury homes like 800,000 to a million, stuff like that. So yeah, once I find agents, I do deeper research to make sure that they kind of match what this particular client needs. Okay, so that is how I get to the recommendations. So I'll go through those agents that I found on the groups, and then I'll do the deeper research, and that'll help me determine who I need to bring up in my next conversation with the client. So number 7 is connecting. So once I talk to the clients about, which agents are best for them, I may like provide them with like at least 3, and then they'll take their pick. And then it'll be time to refer them out. So my brokerage is a referral only brokerage. I just switched to them earlier this year in like March, I believe. So yeah, brand new brokerage. We only do referrals. So I'm super excited about that, glad about that. They have their own little referral agreement. So I'm going to show a piece of it. So this is how it starts off. So this is my brokerage up here, and then it says, it's just pretty much this, either this referral is being sent or received. So I'm always going to be doing the sending, and if it's for a listing referral or a buying referral. So selling or buying. For renters, I don't do these referral agreements. It's really, when I work with renters, it's more to kind of get my name out there and get my presence. But yeah, as far as doing referrals and getting commissions from renting is like, first of all, the people who are helping renters, like the leasing agents, they don't really get, that much anyway. So it's not as big as, people working with buyers and sellers. So yeah, there is no referral agreement or percentage or anything like that when I'm working with renters. But yeah, for buyers and sellers, yes, I have to do it through my brokerage. And so so yeah, there's that. And then there's the client information. I will be filling all of this out, for the agent that I'm sending them off to, for them to have. And then it'll be a percentage, and my percentage is based on what service I do. Now the client one doesn't have a charge, because we can't charge clients anyway, so that's only for agents. But I'll show you guys that. So before I show all of the rest, so as you can see, it says office receiving referral and then office sending referral. So me and my brokerage fills out this side for the sending, and then the other agent and their brokerage will fill out this side for the receiving. So I'm going to show the receiving because that one is empty. This side is not, because my brokerage already filled it out. So let me pull that up. All right, so for the receiving side, they will fill out, the agent will put their name up here, the company name, so their brokerage, the brokerage address, city, state, zip, phone, fax or email, tax ID. It shouldn't be a social security number. It should be under the brokerage. Let's see, the receiving agents, they will put their signature and then their broker approval. So their broker will have to sign this. And yeah, so it's the same thing, same exact thing on the other side, but my brokerage already filled out their half of it, and then so I would have to do my half, which means I would have to put my name up here on the other side, and then I would put my signature here. So yeah, that's how that would work. But yeah, so once an agent is picked out, me and the agent will get together, fill out this form, and then things can really get started. Okay, so as far as like the percentages, so this is, as I said, this is the client services. The agents one are the same but a little bit different. They have the same 3 services, but how I perform it is a little bit different. So this is the agents page. This is what that looks like. Again, it's the same kind of layout, same 10-step process. It's just like a little bit different. Some of the stuff is different. And this is the agent service. Again, you have market research and analysis, but yeah, as you can see, this one has the percentages. So I always do the analysis. That is the beginning service. This is for the questionnaire that I do, that big 50 question questionnaire. That is really, to help them. If I wanted to, I could have just left that little 5 questionnaire and been done and be like, hey, this person is buying in this area, here you go, and just send them on their way. But I'm not like that. I took the time and created that 50 question questionnaire for them, just to make the process better and easier, and also for the client, because I don't want to just be sending them off to anybody. As I put in the example, there are some people that are better at new construction and first-time home buyers and stuff like that, so I want to make sure that they're in the right hands. And so yeah, I created the questionnaires, and that's pretty much this analysis service, because when I go over that questionnaire, it helps me figure out their budget, their financial readiness, their motivation, their communication preference, whether they like to be called, mostly text, all that type of stuff. Time and expectation, when do they plan to buy, sell, or rent? All of the client's need, the property type that they want, the location, the home features, the experience. So have they ever bought before or sold before, any of those type of things. Lifestyle factors, maybe they want to be maybe they need an office space. They need a house with an office space because they work from home. Or maybe they want to be near things because, maybe a park or something because they have kids, or, whatever, stuff like that. So yeah, I go over a bunch of those questions in the questionnaire so that the agent is prepared. So that is my main service. Everybody gets that service. It's 25%. So that's usually how it starts. I think, well, some of it may start at like 20%, but for that questionnaire, I start at 25, okay? And that's usually all I do. But if agents wanted more additional help, some of that stuff I do offer. Researching is 30%. So this is if they needed help finding different locations and stuff in the area. So let's say this family, they like working out and fitness stuff. So if they wanted to be near fitness places, I would be helping that agent find fitness places in that area. And so, with their help, with them knowing the area, they should know, okay, what location is going to be best for them. Should they be closer to this fitness place or this fitness place? Because this fitness place, number one, may be closer to their price range, areas with their price range. And then the second one, it may be that area may have way too much like higher houses that's not in their budget, so maybe they should be closer to fitness place number one, something like that. And there's other things, but yeah, so that's doing research. Marketing, if they wanted help with like marketing, making flyers and stuff on Canva. If they have a whole lot of clients and they don't have time to do that, then that's where I would step in, and that one would be 35%, but that one would include research and analysis, okay? Same thing for research. For research, it would include the analysis one and the research. Analysis is just analysis, but the more you go up, all the rest is included. So that's how that works. But I don't usually really promote that stuff, but if they see it on my website, they can ask for it. And then I have a little disclaimer down here that my work does not include transaction coordinators, because I don't do that type of stuff, because I'm in a different area. And so than where my agents and clients may be at, so we may not be in the same time frame. So I just don't offer those type of things where it's like I'm in charge of calling these people and all of that stuff. So my service don't include those. Now, number 8, progression. I just went through that, so it's not a whole lot I have to say. But yeah, so my the progression is all about the service that's being provided to the client. So that's based on the agent services. So I'm gonna be checking in, to make sure that a plan is in place. So if me and the agent agreed on just the analysis service, then after I do the questionnaire and all that and do the referral, then typically my work is done pretty much. But I will be checking in to see, what kind of plans the agent is coming up with. Are they doing good finding areas with the client's price range, those type of things. Now, if me and the agent agreed to do either the research service or the marketing service, then I know that I will be included further along in that process. And so I will be part of that progression, and I will be letting the clients know, hey, I'm in charge of this part. And, it'll just be me making sure that I'm handling my half and the other agent is handling their half, and so on and so forth. So that's step 8, that's progression, but that's based on if whatever service we pick. So if it's this one, if it's the first one, I'm not included. If it's these two, then I am included. Okay, number 9 is monitoring. It's hard for me to like try to do this because I'm sitting sideways, so I gotta try to get it in the camera, but yeah, I got the camera sideways to me so that y'all can see the laptop. Number 9 is monitoring. And so that is a part of my CRM system. So let me pull that up really quick. So I monitor everything that's going on with clients and the agents through my CRM system. So mine is through HubSpot. These are the same people that manage my my website. So yeah, my website and my CRM system are through HubSpot. And so these are all me. So I'm not showing anybody's information. This is me, Yasharica, Realtor Yasharica. Sherry, that's my nickname. Robin, one of my middle names. So I just made up these names just to keep on here, just to have as examples. I do have some agents on here, but of course I'm not going to show all of their personal information and stuff. So this is just a little quick view. Whenever I'm showing my CRM, this is what it looks like. But I have a whole lot of things over here, so I'm going to go through those right quick. We have name, company name, so that could be like the brokerage for agents. But it's also, I have little codes in here because that kind of helps me better, so I don't have to use people's name all the time, so I'm not showing everybody's information. Contact type, so either a client or an agent, their role, are they buying, are they selling, those type of thing, or a buyer's agent, seller's agent, I don't know, property manager, those type of things. Phone numbers here, that's what I'm blocking because I have my personal number. I don't really mind my company number, but not my personal number. So hold on, I'll be right back. Let me slide it over. All right, so email is another one as well. So I'm getting ready to slide that over. And then we can focus on the rest. All right, lead status, that's the main one. So this is how I track my own 10-step process. So everybody, I'll manage everybody. So this person may be on step number 1. This person may be on step number 5. So that is how I manage that by their lead status. So that's the whole thing. That's the main thing that I'm monitoring. But yeah, in the CRM, I monitor other things. Residential type. So I mainly work with residential. That's all, I'm fully familiar with, but commercial may be a thing as well. If somebody asks for an agent for commercial, I will help them out with that as well. But that is not something that I promote that I do. But if they do come, I will do that as well. Budget. So yeah, budget, price range. I track that. Their state, region, city. Also where they found me, I track that as well. That helps me know, what platforms and everything that's working, as well as any extra notes that I need to add in about them. I have that here. So yeah, this is how I track everything and manage everybody's process, everybody's journey. So yeah, I do that through my CRM system. And then last but certainly not least is number 10, which is completion. So that is when, everything is said and done. The buyers buy, the sellers sell, the renters rent. So yeah, we have that process. But for agents, well, especially for me, this is the time where I would go in and see if I can, get a review out of clients. And so I actually have that process in the agent's ebook. So let me see. I'm gonna go through my table of contents. So I'm gonna see if I can find that. Let's see, it should be one of the last things. Yeah, so, all of these are reviews. Okay, so it starts at page 46. And this is from realtor.com. So it's these last 2 things. All of them end with my contact information and stuff, but I'll get to that. But let's go to 46. Let me see, can I just put it up here? Bam, here we go. All right, so as you can see, it says the importance of reviews and recommendations for real estate agents. Again, this is from realtor.com. So yeah, they had this information and it just has some statistics and stuff like that. And then it has some like examples and different ways for you to like ask clients for reviews and stuff like that. And so yeah, this is part of the completion, but this will, it'll help me with my service. It'll help the other agents with their business, and just help both agents thrive and everything. So this is part of my completion way and package. Now, of course, I'm not going to force clients to do that. Word of mouth is just as good. But yeah, so this is an option that I'll bring up. But yeah, I just have different ways to go about it over the phone. They have like scripts for that, and text version. It just have different ways for you to email, different ways for you to ask clients. And so I want to add that to my website. Eventually, I will have a spot where they can put in reviews. But since I'm not working with clients as of now, as of yet, I'm not in a rush to add that in. But yeah, you guys, those are all of my steps, my 10-step process. So it looks like a lot, but it's really not. It really will go by faster as I know, what's going on, what's to come. You know, once I know if it's a buyer or a seller, you know, that will drop my load a whole lot. But yeah, so those are all of the things, all of the processes that I will do. But yeah, y'all, it's really not that much. But yeah, that's pretty much everything there. My 10-step process, what it includes. And so yeah, that's the workload. But that's it. That's all, you guys. This is a brand new service that I just launched, so I'm still, you know, working on it. But yeah, right now I'm really focused on getting my content and getting these YouTube videos out. And once I'm like at least a week ahead on these things, then I can really focus on adding my contact information to all of my posts and really pushing more people and kind of like persuading them to reach out. But I'm holding off a little bit right now. But yeah, my service is there, available. But yeah, as I said, I don't want to be rushing into it, bombarded with a lot of people, because I know there's a good chance that I can get a lot of people once people really know that this is a free service to them. Because, you know, in the referral process, we are paid by the other agent's brokerage. So, you know, their brokerage will pay my brokerage, and then I will get, you know, my money out of it. But yeah, once they know that this is a free service, I know that's going to really bring them in. But right now, I'm going to hold off on that information right now until I can get things more calm and situated with my posts, because that has everything to do with, you know, how I'm getting these clients. And I don't want to say, hey, you know, hey, I'm here, I'm open, and bring all these clients in, and then I'm behind on content. I don't want to be behind on content, because it's like, I want a system, you know, it's like your CRM system. You want to have that system going and flowing. So I want to make sure that I have posts scheduled every day, you know, ready to go while I'm still working on these clients. I don't want to be working on these clients and then I don't have nothing to post and it's not bringing in more clients. You see what I'm saying? You know, like, it's a big domino effect, and I want to make sure that everything's lined up and ready to go. So that's what I'm working on right now. But I did launch. That is official. So ain't no turning back now. But I'm really excited about this journey coming in. This is coming up on my 5th year. Next month, September, will be 5 years for me being licensed. But yeah, this will be my first year being a full-on referral agent and just a referral agent. So super excited. That's what I am working on. That's what's to come. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.